All right, so this is Kenny Santos out of Toronto, Canada for KennySantos.com. Today is Friday, so usually it's time for a book review. But what I've noticed is that I have been reading less volume. I still read books every single day. But I've noticed I've been listening to a lot of podcasts, and part of the reason is that I've developed a walking habit. And so if I'm going to develop a habit, if I must be a slave to habit, let me be a slave to good habit. And so while I'm on my walk, I can't really read books. I can surely do audiobooks, which I've done, but I've also listened to podcasts. And you know what? You may have just heard there's a little bit of construction going on. Hope it doesn't interfere too much in the podcast, but I will keep going with this. I'll make the podcast quick. This review is on a podcast called In the Loop. It's by my favorite author. All right, there's a skateboard coming by right now, so I'll be a little bit of noise here. All right, so it's called In the Loop. It's by my favorite author. His name is Andy Andrews. And there's a reason why this guy's my favorite author. It's because not only are the books that he writes just very profound and very interesting, but he's also just super wise. He's a teacher. Just to give you an idea of his background, you know what? His background is actually in comedy. He used to be like an onstage comedian, did that for many years, opened up for actually even Joan Rivers way back when. And over 1,000 colleges and universities voted him as Comedian of the Year, and that was 2 years in a row. One of those years was he was Entertainer of the Year. That may not sound like much, but Entertainer of the Year, just to give you a lineup, one year it was The Police. Another year it was Huey Lewis and the News. Another year it's this comedian that no one knows of named Andy Andrews. Very, very good speaker, very, very profound, and I get to listen to him every single week. And he's a corporate speaker. He's not as popular as like Tony Robbins or as Jim Rohn or anything. It's because it's a different audience. You know what? Some of Andy's clients, Coca-Cola, Microsoft, General Electric, he's spoken at the request of 4 U.S. presidents. He's spoken for many schools, universities, the military. They bring him on military bases, you know, to teach him the concepts in his books. And so now you get to listen to him every single week. And the cool thing about it is that when you listen to it, his mission in life, I actually just pulled it up here. Now my phone's not playing nice. He says his mission, great mission, you're going to love it when you hear it, is, I'm just scrolling through here. My mission in life is to help people live the lives that they would live if they only knew how to. Zig Ziglar, some of you know who that is. Zig Ziglar goes on record and says Andy Andrews is the best actually I have it in quote. Andy Andrews is the best speaker I have ever seen. And you know that Zig has probably seen a lot of speakers. I mean, he's an awesome speaker himself. And so every week what Andy does is he takes a question from one of his listeners, and you could submit a question yourself, either through email, through voicemail. They tell you how to do it on the podcast, and he just drops some great knowledge by answering the question. And the questions range from things in business to success in life to parenting, but it's something that I do not miss, you know, every week. I never, ever miss it. As a matter of fact, I wish he did the podcast twice a week. And so, do I recommend the podcast? Absolutely. You will get some tremendous value from it. And what I invite you to do is this, I invite you to listen to one of his podcasts. I'll leave a link in the description of this video. And I invite you to not only listen to it and get the knowledge from it, but also let me know what you think of it in the comments below. So I trust you got some great value out of this. What I invite you to do is this, to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Also, if you want to see more videos just like this, go over to my blog. It's KennySantos.com. You can put your name and email in. You're going to get an awesome audio on growing your business. And remember this, every day, multiple times a day, the universe sends us miracles. We only have to do 2 things about it. We got to recognize those miracles, and then we got to accept them, right? Take care and create a great day.